Welcome back. It's day 9 of Mindful Mornings, a 30-day yoga challenge to set us up in a more mindful way through movement and meditation. Today's practice is all about commitment. And guess what? You're already doing it. Amazing that you're showing up today and getting your mat ready. You are committing or recommitting. In life, we often need to reaffirm our dedication to responsibilities, especially when we're trying to form new habits. In today's practice, we'll start with a gentle flow, and then we'll ease into a nice and deep, relaxing stretch to wrap it up. So let's find that comfortable seat or space that you're going to begin your grounding meditation practice in. And remember to subscribe to the channel. Stick around to the end so that you can find out what today's mindfulness task is. Begin by either lying down or sitting comfortably as I guide you through the sensations of your body, whatever they may be today. Be aware of any heaviness, discomfort, or fatigue, or perhaps lightness and energy within. Observe which sensations fluctuate and change over time and which remain constant. Pay attention to your reactions and just notice. Are you judging how you slept or wondering how the day will unfold? Instead of trying to push away these thoughts, simply notice them. See if they have any impact on how you feel and hold these thoughts and feelings with compassion. Now bring your conscious awareness towards your feet, noticing any sensations that may be present. Tingling perhaps, pulsing or pressure points. Releasing your focus upon your feet and bringing your awareness towards your hands now. Observe any sensations in your palms, fingers, or the back of the hands. And finally, direct your attention towards your breath, noticing the sensation of an inhale and an exhale. Let us remind ourselves that throughout the day, taking a pause and becoming aware of our feet, our hands, or our breath can make all the difference as a way for us to ground ourselves. So I've grabbed my yoga bolster. You might want to grab yourself some cushions. We'll end with a beautiful heart opener in our practice today. So we're recommitting to our practice. And I'd love if we could start in a way where we're setting an intention of that recommitment. So let's start in a seated posture. And bring one hand to heart and one hand to your belly. And if you're comfortable going there, go ahead and close down your eyes. And feel the touch of your hand upon your body. And the next time that you go ahead and inhale, do so through the nose. Inside your mind, state, I am. And as you exhale through the nose, the word recommitting. I am recommitting. I am recommitting. And you might want to just take a few moments pause here. And it could be that you're simply recommitting to your mat, but you might also have a few ideas about possibilities off your mat that you also want to recommit to. Remembering to always offer loving kindness to the next thought that usually pops into your brain. When we recommit, often we feel like things have slipped, we've made mistakes, we often feel guilt. But let's wipe the slate clean. I recommit. Every day is a new day. And then as we sit here, peel open the eyes, extend the right leg out to the side, sit tall and twist towards the left side. So I'm using my right hand on left knee to sit and pull myself into my twist. And then upon your next inhale, left hand will lift up behind you diagonally, a big arc, and it'll reach towards the right toes. Don't worry about touching the toes, just extend fingers beyond the toes. And then just melt yourself forwards and slowly crisscross the arms back through neutral. And then we'll swap the legs over quite simply there. Sitting tall to begin with. And then you can use your hands to help guide you. Again, another inhale to reset the spine. And then maybe you add into the twist as you exhale. Upon your next inhale, the right hand will lift off the earth behind you and diagonally reach its way up and over. And it's like you're trying to reach beyond your left toes, maybe looking under the right armpit. And then just gently bowing forwards and allow the hands to draw through center. We swivel towards the front edge of our mat and step the feet back into a plank pose. And let's commit the next 5 breaths to your variation of plank. That could be on forearms, it could be a downward dog, it could be a tabletop variation instead. We've got about 3 more breaths. Try to find more stability. See if you can connect to breath and see if you can recommit for another round of breath. And then lift the hips, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg to the sky, inhale, and place the right foot outside of the right hand if you can. Let the hips drop and lift the heart. For a moment, see if it's possible to push the hips up and back. Don't worry about the spine or the legs being straight. Just do what you can. Rebend the right leg, lift the heart, drop the hips, inhale. I'm up on fingertips here. You could always have blocks. One more time. Let's bend through the right leg again. Inhale. And then drop the back knee to the earth. Left hand to center. You could always place left hand on a block. And then walk the right foot even wider. It could come off the mat. I've pivoted right toes out to the side. And then the right hand is going to be placed inside of the right knee to add another extra bit of strength into our twist. Right shoulder is going to peel back. If it's comfortable, look back over that right shoulder. One more breath here. Into a bit of a winged dragon. And then slowly walk the foot a little more to center there. I'm going to bring the block back out of the way. Tuck the back toes here. And lift the knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Let's take a moment. Breathe. Then from here, let's lift left leg. Place a left foot outside of the left hand. Drop the hips, lift the heart, and then lift the hips and round or bow through the spine. Just do what kind of works for you on this side today. Not overthinking the alignment, but working into sensations here. I recommit to what my body needs. I'm going to drop the back knee. I was enjoying having a block under my hands. I'm going to do it again. And then walk the left foot as wide as it feels comfy there. I've gone off the mat. You don't have to. Turn the toes out if you can. And then left hand wedges to the inside of that left knee. You might be able to look back. Pause. Breathe. And then once again, bringing the hands down to the earth, under the shoulders. I've walked the left foot in a little closer again. Hover the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. From here, lift the right leg to the sky. Place right foot in between the hands this time. High crescent lunge. Inhale. Hands to the earth. Step up. Exhale. Hands rise. Thumbs to heart. Let's reach the hands up. Inhale. Resetting to the other side. Forward fold. Exhale. Take a halfway lift in. Step back. Downward facing dog. From your downward dog, left foot rises. Place left foot in between the hands. High crescent lunge. Back heel should be lifted in our crescent. And then both hands ground to the top edge. Step it up. Top of the mat. Forward fold. Hands rise up. Inhale. And thumbs to heart. Hands rise up. Inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back, downward facing dog. And then drop the knees to the earth. Come into kneeling and go ahead and grab for your cushions or your bolster. So just giving you a moment to find your way to the earth. And I'm just going to scoot my hips to one side, feet to the other. And I'm going to align the bolster straight back along the length of my spine. So I'm heading into a butterfly shape with the legs. It might be that you would like something underneath the knees. You don't have to have the legs in this shape. You could choose soles of feet to the earth, knees to the sky if preferred. And also don't worry about how close the heels are towards the hips. I quite like them more in a diamond shape with my legs when I'm thinking about yin. And I also don't want to shove my bolster too close into the lumbar when I'm sitting. I want a little bit of space for the natural curves of the spine. So it could be that you've rolled up a blanket behind you, maybe some bed cushions. Don't worry about it being a perfect bolster-like shape. But it might be worthwhile having something underneath the back of your head for this pose. So grabbing a couple of extra cushions could be helpful. And then just choosing again what shape works for the arms. I'm deciding to keep arms relatively low. I may, in about 30 seconds or so, lift the arms higher. So here we are in our deeply nourishing yin posture for today, where I invite you to see if you can come to stillness. Never feel like you have to fight the stillness. It might be that occasionally you rearrange parts of the body, but you might choose to filter some of yesterday's theme of observation into your practice now, just to help you find stillness. And this pose is a great opportunity to practice what is coming tomorrow, a longer yin focus practice. Seeing if we can let go of judgment here or critique, and attempt to simply be as we recommit our physical body to this moment. We recommit our mental well-being to this moment. If you're wanting to change the shape of your arms, feel free to do that, maybe raising them a little higher. For Savasana, I'm choosing to stay here by just lowering my arms again. If you would like to remove any props and lay flat, you're welcome to do that now too. Just adding a little wiggle of fingers, of toes, lengthening the body. And we want to really carefully, mindfully bring ourselves off any props and slowly come through to our seated posture. Take a moment, pause. Maybe once again, hand to heart, hand to belly. I am recommitting. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow. Here's your mindfulness task for today. Take a moment to commit to a specific amount of time that you're going to dedicate to being gadget free. Choose a duration of time that feels realistic for you. Maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's 2 hours. Something that you know that you can handle, but also a bit of a challenge. And if you can manage to do this before bedtime, that would be even more beneficial.
Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon. Not only will this keep you up to date with my offerings, but will keep content like To The Being free and accessible to all.